So I was watching the last video I made, and I sounded really whiny about my job. And I just wanted to make sure, so I've been working with kids ages 2 to 12 years old, and they're so sweet. Well, most of them are sweet, but um, I was definitely grateful because I learned a lot. It was just I was just ready for a change, and when I was working with the kids, I think the reason why I stayed in early education so long was they would just come up to me, and then so many of them would just say "I love you," or they just come up and just randomly give you a hug. Um, so it was hard when I told them I was gonna quit and I wouldn't be returning next year, and they got all sad and they told me not to go. And I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, and then so I'm still working there, and I'm just slowly just kind of still doing projects with them and teaching them, but I kind of feel bad now. Um, and then also the last one I was gonna explain the drawing. So I'm trying to do a lot of moments. But since I'm doing a lot of moments, I'm only spending like 5, 10, 15 minutes sketching. So I think I might change it because I'm not liking the quality of the drawings that I'm doing. So I might have to do fewer moments, but put more time behind it. And oh yeah, and in November I forgot we went Dikaia and I went backpacking on the Ice Age Trail, and we ran into a pack of coyotes, and two of them kept stalking my dog. So I use that as motivation to to work out harder, and so I'm glad maybe I'll go into depth if I ever have time and explain that story. So we're still doing van life. This month of December, and also I'm making a lot of gains. I've been still working out consistently, drawing and making these videos. It's slowly getting colder and colder, and actually this month was really, really tough. I had to address like moisture in the car and from our breathing. There's like a little tiny puddle and underneath our bed, and the condensation on the windows uh, froze into sheets of ice some days. And I'm glad I've been sticking to my workout routine because some days I just feel so tired I just don't want to do it. But I still just sucked it up and just went. With Dikaia, uh, she annoys me. I still still a little mean. I would like yell at her, but try to stop that. She knows how to press all my buttons, and I got a 1,000 watt battery to help us out. An electric blanket, like a memory foam mattress to make it more comfortable, so my back doesn't hurt so much anymore. Although it's like a giant sponge, and I've been started taking leg day seriously when I'm working out, so that's been nice. And this month, we had to face the weather. So we had to face a lot of snow, and it was so cold. One day it was negative 14 degrees out with a 30-mile-an-hour wind. And I actually went outside without my gloves for just a few minutes, and I got nerve damage. So for the next few days, I actually felt like I burnt my fingertips. Takai and I went sledding for the first time together. That was a lot of fun. Takai's still picky about her food, but I maxed out like 7 machines at Planet Fitness, so I'm pretty proud of that. And oh my goodness, I have this story. So our car got stuck in the snow twice. So I was outside in the cold shoveling out for like 30 minutes, and I was so cold I couldn't feel my fingers. So I just jumped into the car and sat on the and turned on the car engine. But then I could smell poop, and I looked around. I just saw um, my dog pooped everywhere. Takai pooped all over the door, the car seat, everywhere on the floor, and it was like a nightmare, an actual nightmare. It was crazy, and oh man, I was so mad. So I spent the next 3 hours cleaning it out. Oh my goodness. So that was a crazy camping trip that we went on. Um, and my little baby, I took her outside. The thing that made me so mad was I took her outside right before I went before I went to go shovel the snow, and she still decided she wanted to poop inside. But I guess it's expected. It was cold outside, so. Oh.